Well, hi, Treasure Tribe. It's your fearless leader, Mrs. T from the Treasure House. I thought I'd give a quick tutorial because my friend from back from Burnout, Mel, she talked about doing a more detailed spreadsheet kind of thing with her eBay store. So I do that already, and I think I've touched on it a little bit, but not like in detail or anything. So I thought I would do that from start to finish. Somebody purchases something, and how I go through that purchase. So, okay, let's do it. Let's see the spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm going to start with the purchase. So right away, somebody purchased something. And what I do is I go into my eBay store and I pull up the purchase order. And I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without you guys seeing a bunch of personal things of other people. I don't think I can. But I would go into the purchase. Let's see, all orders. Let me put you down for a minute. And let me see if I can do this. Okay, so over here, right here is a drop down. And I would drop down on that. And I would print the packing slip. I'm trying to do this without showing you a lot of stuff there. Maybe I'll try blurring it out. Anyway, so you get this pop-up window and it shows you your packing slip and your order receipt. And I print both, the order receipt and the packing slip. I'm just going to blur things out, you guys. That's the best way I can go here. And it shows you everything you need right here. The item that was purchased and all, and the prices and everything. So I would usually print that up. And then what I also print up is right here. It's a thank you card. And I have this in my computer already set up, and it has one part in the thank you card. It does promote my husband's bookstore, and then it has a little thank you note in there that I personalize with their name and my signature. And then I print that up and I include that in the order when I ship it. So I have the packing slip and I have the purchase order. And I fold the what is it called? The packing slip I include in the order, and then the order receipt I keep for myself. So this is a copy of the order receipt. And I have certain things blocked out, obviously. But let me get out of here. And here on my desktop, I have like a template. And when I print this out on the sheet that goes in with the order, and it's just another thank you to the client, that customer that purchased from me. I want to let them know that I'm thankful that they purchased from me. And I print this on the packing slip. And then I print out another portion. This goes on the other sheet that I showed you. And this information is all for me. And I tally off, all of the, I'm not even showing you. This information, oh my goodness, this information I use for my own personal needs. And I'll show you where all this information goes to. I even include the tracking information because there are times when, you're not sure about the tracking, did it go in or what have you. Well, I always have a record of it this way. And, it just really helps. Okay, so onward and upward. Now, what I do is I enter that stuff right in my spreadsheet. Now, this is, let me pull back just a little bit. This information is what's been put into eBay. The eBay number, the item that's being sold. Let me get rid of this. I'm kind of sick of this. Oh, Copilot thing. It drives me crazy. Anyway, so this is the eBay item number. This is the item, the exact title. So that way, if I need to do a title search, I can find it. And then if you look up here, I've hidden certain columns from this portion because I don't need to use them yet. And then the date that it's been listed, and then how much I purchased it for. And then this would be a negative number because it hasn't been purchased yet, obviously. If I put $1 here, it's going to be a negative $1. But this was actually a 0 item. I didn't pay anything for it because it came from my home. Anyway, so once this item sells, I go back into this sheet and I find it and oh, here it is. And I usually have to do a search because it's usually up higher in the sheet. So I do a find item and I just put the last few numbers in it. And then it'll pop up. So let's see, I'll show you. I'll put in like the last few numbers, 5640, and there it is. Okay, so I close that, and then I would highlight this whole row, and of course the hidden columns are being highlighted as well. And I would right click, and then I would select cut. And it would cut it. And then I would put it, I'm not going to cut it though, because I'm not going to cut it. And then it would I would go into the sold tab for 2025 and I would paste it here. And all of these columns show up then because I need them all now. So the item number would be there, the title, the date that it's sold. Let's go ahead and just fake it out. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this. We're going to cut it. We're going to put it in here. And there it is. Okay, now it's a sold item. And so I put in the information. The title is complete. The date sold. It sold, let's see, today. Okay, and that automatically goes in. And then the date I listed it for was last month. The purchase price is a 0 cost. It's sold for $12.50. Oh, $12.05. Oops, dyslexia. There we go. Okay, so then the shipping that was paid, I have my CDs at a library rate. So it's I'm sorry, medium mail rate. So it's $4.47 is what they pay. And the actual shipping, sometimes it's lower. If I do Ground Advantage most of the time, and sometimes we get a discount for that. But with it being medium mail, there would be no discount. So I'll put in the regular price. And then the fee for eBay, what this will be. So there's a regular standard fee, and then sometimes there's a promoted fee added on. So like you can see at the top, that item had a $3.11 total fee, and there was actually a promotion to it. So it was a promoted listing. So it got an extra fee. Lucky me. So we'll just say, $3. $3. That's a high fee. But anyway, we'll go with $2.50. Let's go with $2.50 as a fee. And so my profit so far is $10. Yay! That's how this all works. And then, of course, the sales tax is taken out. We'll say the sales tax is $1. And the sales tax is automatically paid to the states that the item is bought from. And then the shipping date is going to be, of course, the next day. So, and there you go. And then where was the item sourced from? It was sourced from my home. So this is how I keep track of my stuff. And as you can see, I mean, I haven't had like great months. Let me unfreeze all this so you can see. I haven't had, fantastic $1 million months or anything, but you can see I've got all these rows hidden. So I just have the month and the totals showing for now. But you can see, I mean, I haven't had like the greatest months of the year, but I mean, because I'm just small potatoes. But I mean, it is showing what my profit is overall. And as you can see, the last couple months, August and September, really were nice for me this year. So that was kind of exciting. I don't know what made the difference. I don't know if I was listing more. Maybe so. I don't know. But I mean, I can always go back and look, which is great about that. So let's go back and look. Okay, so August and September. This is my listing dates. So here's September. Okay, let's see how many I listed in September. September, I listed, well, I lost it. Sorry. September, I listed 26 items for the month of September. Okay, let's see for the month of August. For the month of August, for the month of August, I listed 40 items. Wow. So that just gave me a wake-up call there. So maybe that's why, what I did in August actually reflected in September. And I think that's what it's showing here. Well, what I did in August reflected in August. I did 40 listings in August. In September, I did not. So, there you go. I don't even want to look at July. July was a bad physical month, physically. So, so let me go ahead and put this back. This has not sold yet. Da, 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 da. This is not sold yet. Let's see. That didn't. Oops. Oops. Yeah. That didn't. No fees. No profit. No sales tax. No date shipped. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this back. Let me see if it'll work. Oh my goodness. Let's see if it'll work. Okay. We're going to cut that. And we're going to put it back in here. Oh, yay, it worked. That's wonderful. Okay. Anyway, so that is that. So then after I get all of this stuff filled out, that, let me fold this down. After I get all of this information filled in, then I take that sheet, which would be this, with all the information filled out there, and I take it and I put it into my little file drawer right here under the correct month. So right now we're in October right there. And as you can see, September's all done and August is all done, and I'll be entering that into another spreadsheet for my taxes. So I hope that this helped you. And I hope that it gives you some ideas of what you can do to keep track of things for yourself. I've heard people say that, some eBayers say that they've lost, eBay has dropped their listings. They've dropped 100 of their listings and such. And I have not experienced that, maybe once, but it was a glitch that was going on in eBay, that they were working on something. So everything came back. And this is a big checks and balances for me, because I'm kind of OCD about stuff like that. And I'm very detailed about stuff like that. And I know that I can look into my spreadsheet and see that I have 1,237 listings, active listings. Okay. So when I go into my eBay page, if it says I have 1,237 listings, I know I'm good. If it's off by 1 or 2, then something's either sold, not paid, or canceled, or I don't know, something like that, or I have not updated my spreadsheet. So, something's up, and it cues me to check to see what's going on. But I have not experienced, knock wood, a loss of many of my listings like that. And that concerns me, that people have that problem. So, anyway, so that's just my story. I'm sticking to it. and if I had a store that had like 20,000 items, I couldn't keep track of it like that. I'm sure that would be way too much for me to do. I'm just one person and I move pretty slow these days. So, but I mean, I could foresee myself having a store with a 3,000 inventory, not something that's sitting around collecting dust, but an active inventory that is rotating, revolving, and moving along. But, I don't think I could go any higher than that using this system. I'd have to have some other kind of system, I'm sure. But I don't know, it works for me, and I hope it works for somebody else. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me through my email. I have my email in my YouTube, so feel free to contact me. Don't contact me through eBay. They don't like that. Unless you're contacting me about an item. They don't like it. But if you contact me through YouTube, yeah, I've got my email on there. That's fine. Or in the comments, that's fine too. So, okay. I think that's it for today. I think I've talked long enough. Okie doke, my friends. So, okay. I think that's enough yammer. So remember, it may be trash to some, but to Mrs. T, it's always treasure. Thanks for coming by, my friends, and keep at it, keep on it, but above all, keep out of it. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and it's free. So, okay, bye. Thanks for coming. I love you all. Bye.